There you go. Basketball. The NBA preview continues. Yesterday, looked at how the Boston Celtics built their championship team. And for the audio only folks, there was the podcast that came out very early today on the Boston Celtics trade tree with the Brooklyn Nets. So today, we are going to continue with the what did we learn from last year and look at the accountability. And so this one, I just kind of handpicked a few over-unders that I missed on, and we'll see what we learn from this. So the first, I got wrong. A few that I missed, a few that I got right. One that I got wrong, the Boston Celtics. I had them under 55.5. I thought banking on the help of Kristaps Porzingis wasn't going to be good. I thought that Brown showed that he was overrated in the playoffs before, and then everything clicked, and this was the best team in the league all season long. No questions asked. So, oops. This is still a really good basketball team, and I haven't looked at what their total is yet, but that was a swing and a miss on my part. And so if we're looking at lessons, that was just kind of a misidentification of talent there, I would say. Another one that I missed were the Toronto Raptors. I went over 36.5 on them. I thought that there was actually a chance that they would be able to kind of keep some things together, and also you had Masai Ujiri, who had never really blown this team up before. So I thought the Raptors were going to actually make a bit of a push for it. And nope. Swing and a miss there. And then the last two that I missed, Memphis in the playoffs and the Clippers out. Memphis in the playoffs was based on, well, I mean, I'll come back at some point, right? And and then he's hurt and he's gone for the year. So now they are building up again here. So that one was just kind of an injury miss. And the Clippers, I was banking again on injuries. I thought that this team would be old and would be too banged up and not be able to make it in the playoffs. So, oops. Stuff that I got right. The New York Knicks at over 45.5. That one felt very, I mean, I was going to say, it felt like a lock. I got it by 5. Like, we didn't clear this one just outstandingly. We just kind of got it. Philadelphia under 49.5. Again, with no Embiid for a lot of the year. That did kind of help us out in that area. Orlando over 37.5. That was one that felt really good to hit on, where it just felt like early on, okay, this team has taken that step. Out west, Denver over 53.5, Oklahoma City over 44.5, New Orleans and Minnesota both over 44.5 as well. That was the murky middle in the West last year. Is there was a bunch of teams that everyone was excited about that had these young players, and they're, you know what? We're just some of them are going to be good, some of them are going to be not. You guys try to figure out who it's going to be. And so they had a similar over-under, I believe, to Memphis as well. And then, whoops, on that one. But I think one of the lessons to learn from this one is that, guessing along with injuries can be a little bit difficult to do, but also we are now coming into a time where, or at least last year was anyway, where there was a lot of young talent that we weren't really sure who's going to hit, who's not going to hit. And some of that really hit in big time ways when you look at Oklahoma City and you look at Minnesota. And so we have this great boom of talent that has come in over the last little bit. And I feel like in the past, the regular development of, okay, well, maybe it'll be good this year, and then another step here, and then another step here. The steps are being jumped through, right? Like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, there we go, is legitimately one of the best players in the league. Same thing with Anthony Edwards, and those guys proved it in this season. And the same thing goes for Zion Williamson, what he is able to do as a star on that team. And there's a lot that still needs to get figured out for sure. But this is one of the lessons that I learned this year, is that the regular development path for some of these superstars just isn't going to be regular. And so I think to San Antonio, where I think people are going to be maybe a little bit hesitant, like, they'll take a jump. So you know what? Maybe they'll take a really big jump this year. So that's kind of the lesson I learned from that.